In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to draft a basic body. So let's get started. So this, I want to mark my starting points here. I'll be marking my starting points down. This serves as my starting point, and this upper for also my starting point. My back measurement is 16. 16 divided by 2, that's 8. Yeah, let me change it so that you can see what I'm doing very well. That is 8. So from my starting point, this is my shoulder line. So from my starting point to my bust point, my bust point is 11. So I'll be marking my bust point here, 11. So I'll use my marker to mark my bust point. After that, so from my starting point again, from my starting point to my waist point, my waist is 14. So I'm from the starting point again to my half length. My half length is 17. So I'm trying to mark the line. So my top length, from the starting point to my top length is 23. So I'll be using 23 for this project. I'll be using 23 for this project. So we are almost done. It's not something that is easy. So as I said earlier, this is my shoulder line. So to get my shoulder curve, is my shoulder line rather, your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. So my bust is 38 divided by 6 plus 1.5 equals to 7.8333. So when you approximate it, that is equally 8. So I'm going to mark my 8 downward. That's my shoulder line, 8. So I'll connect it to make it accurate. You know, I measure 8 from my side starting point here. You can equally measure 8 here, so that you know where you are drafting, so that it will be straight. So, and you make your line like this. So this line, you adjust it to the center line. 2 minutes later. So this line serve as our chest line. This is our bust line. This is chest line. This is our bust line. This is our under bust. This is my waist line and my top length or full length. So actually you didn't really need anything on this under bust, but I just said I should going to input your bust measurement. My bust measurement is 38. 38 divided by 4 is 9.5. So I'll be putting my 9.5 here. So on your bust point too, is still the same thing. Your 9.5. On your under bust, I said earlier, need your underbust there. You didn't need your underbust for your basic bodies, so I just indicated it. So from your from my waistline, my waist is 32. 32 divided by 4 is 8. This is my 8, and my full and my top length. My top length is, what you are going to use on this top length is your hip measurement. Your hip measurement is what you will use here. So on my hip measurement, my hip is 40 divided by 4, that's 10. So I'm marking 10 here. So you are going to connect this line together. So let's connect. So I've connected it. So I want to use, our body is not like this, like ruler. So I want to use my curve rule to blend it. So we are almost done. So on your shoulder line that we calculated the other time. So this is 8. Don't forget your shoulder slope 1 inch, and from here, so from your shoulder slope you connect it back to your shoulder line. This is 1 inch. So from here you measure what you have and you divide it by 2. The best way that you can divide it by 2 is to do like this. What you get, so you divide it. So on this midpoint, you are going to come out by half of an inch. So these 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, we are going to connect it together. So this is how you are going to connect it together. So this is our front shoulder slope, because our shoulder, our front shoulder is different from the back shoulder slope. So this is the front shoulder slope. So after that, let's move on. So in this project, I'll be using 3x3 for my neckline. That's 3 inches for the width and 3 inches for the depth. 3 inches for the depth. So I'll connect it with my curve rule. So to get you need your nipple to nipple measurement. My own nipple to nipple measurement is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So you are going to, on your bust line, you are going to mark your 4. On your underbust, you mark your 4. On your waist, you mark your 4 inches. And your top length, you are going to mark your 4 inch, which means you are connecting the line together. So you are connecting the line together. So on your waistline, you are going to come out by half of an inch here and here for your dart intake. And on your bust line, you are coming down by 1 inch, and from your top length, you are going up by 2 inches. So which means you are connecting the 3 points together, which is your it look like a triangle. I'm connecting the two together, the 3 points together rather. So I'm using my marker to blend it. So this is the dart, but here, you know, we come out by 1 inch. This 1 inch, you are going to add it back to your measurement, because if you did not add it back, you will be short of your fabric when sewing it. So, and you are going to at least 1 inch or 1.5 inch is okay for your sewing allowance. So you connect. So I want to move to the back panel, like the back basic body. You know, back we have zipper allowance. So this is zipper allowance. You can add 2. My own here is 1.5. You can add 2 inches. You can add 1. It depends on how you want it. So let's move to the neck. You know, some fabrics you don't need, or some clothes you don't want the back to have low neck like this. What you just do is, let me mark this is my zipper allowance upward. What you just do, so you just measure 1.5 or 1 inch for your front, for your back pieces, and you use your curve rule to connect it. So this is our back neck. You know, we have our zipper allowance, so this is our back neck. So for the this is our back neck. So for the armhole for the back, I told you earlier that the back armhole is different from the front armhole. The 1/2 inch that we took in, we are going to add it back. So after you've added it back, so you connect. You can use your curve ruler and you can make it straight. So this is, you can do it, just watch how I'm doing it. So this is it, and all things being equal. So I want to mark what I did to the front. I want to replicate it to the back, so that you see what I'm talking about. So this is the back structure, but I want to explain what I did in the front. So I told you this is our chest line, the bust line, the waistline. I told you you didn't need the underbust, and the top length. So on my bust line, I'm going to come out by 4 inches after my zipper allowance. So my waistline too, I'm coming by 4 inches, and my top length, I'm coming by 4 inches. So for my waistline, I'm coming by 1.5 inch. So from, I told you, nipple to nipple point is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So my 4, this is the 4 on your bust line. On your waistline, this is the 4, and on your top length, I've marked the 4. On your waistline, you are going to come out by half inch. Half inch. This is the half inch for your dart. I've added the, I've added the dart here. So the dart and everything and my sewing allowance, I've added it to this back line. I just want to show you how I got the dart intake. For the back, we didn't have bust at the back, so you are going to connect your bust. You will not come down by 1 inch, and you will not come up here by 2 inches. So you are going to connect like this. After you've connected the point, let me connect the point so that you understand what I'm saying. So you connect the point. So can you back? You come down by 1 inch and you come up by 2 inches. But in the back dart, you just connect down. And I want to show you one trick in adding your zipper allowance. Yes, from your down, our body is not straight like this zipper allowance. So from this down, you come out by half inches, and you connect from your zipper allowance upward. You connect like this. You connect.
Oh baby.
I'm trying to cut. Don't forget this that I've replaced it. And my so this is our front part, and this is our so thanks for watching.